Hello, longboarding mom. Today I was not going to do a single video, but because I was cleaning, I'm organizing, I'm getting rid of all my pumpkins. I've got a huge pumpkin patch. I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a second. But I was piling all of them up on the table and I found this little acorn squash. So cute and tiny. I bought two of these and I ate one with my neighbor on Thanksgiving because I'm the only one that eats acorn squash in my family. So I bought these little ones because I figured I could eat this whole thing to myself because it's kind of tiny. And normally I would share it with my daughter. But I figured I made the other one on Thanksgiving because there was so much food that half of one was plenty for me and my neighbor. And it was so good. So I don't know if you guys know, these little things show up in the grocery store around fall time. And some people don't know what to do with them. They look like they're hard to make. It's a kind of like a pumpkin, right? They're so simple. It's almost like a for like put it in the oven and forget it type thing, like a easy. I'm gonna eat it for breakfast. Actually, I was cleaning and I found it and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna make this for breakfast. But I also want to show you. Look at my cool little shirt. It says "Believe" and it's got a Bigfoot. It's got Santa Claus and aliens, which I don't believe in aliens and stuff like that. But I just thought it was kind of cute, and I needed another holiday Christmas shirt to go with all of my pants. I've got tons of pants and pajamas and stuff, and only like one shirt, and that one's like a wintry shirt that I wear. It's got snowmen and blue, and it's kind of like my favorite shirt, and it's old and it's probably fading and stuff. But anyway, let's get started on this so I can get back to what I was doing. I'm cutting down all my plants outside and cleaning up my front porch, organizing all my Christmas stuff that I've been buying, because I realized my dresser was getting a little stacked up with my baby bean stuff, my granddaughter. And I got to get all that stuff sent out soon and get my pumpkins put away and get my Christmas stuff out, which I'm not doing a lot this year. I'm going to keep it simple and kind of keep it easy this year and do some fun stuff. And hopefully my bug will be back, so we'll go look for Christmas lights and stuff like that. But I'm going to pull my hair back and put my apron on and get to cooking, which, like I said, I'm going to put it in the oven and finish putting stuff away. So we'll be back here in just a second. I'm still finding pumpkins around the house. I have a cookie sheet here with some foil laid down. You can do a whole bunch of these at one time. And bake them all for your whole family and stuff. Split them in half. The hardest part is cutting them in half, finding a sharp knife to where you don't cut yourself. So I've got the stem side here. I'm just going to cut this all the way through and make sure it's even. Whoops. There we go. Look at that. And this had been sitting. That's why I was like, I better get it cut before it goes bad. See, look at that. There we go. And it's got seeds in it. I'm going to take my little ice cream scoop and just scoop those out. These are going to go into the garbage. I don't know if you can actually eat these seeds or not. They're kind of tiny. I don't know if they've got the little like pumpkin seeds, how you can roast those and eat those. Pepitas, I think they're called. My husband loves those. Me, not so much. I don't like to crack them all and try to eat that. So you're just going to put it upside down like that. kind of basically like you're doing a pumpkin. And we are going to put this in the 350-degree preheated oven. It's not preheated yet. And I've got the rack on the middle shelf. And we are just cleaning this all out like so. And just like that. And we're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. So once that oven is all preheated, we will stick that in there. And I will show you how to make it's like a brown sugar butter, just whatever, I don't know what it's called, but anyway, you just throw some butter on it and some brown sugar, and I like to add some cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg to it, or you can add a little bit of clove, you can add whatever you want, or just brown sugar and butter, and you bake that again and let the butter melt and the brown sugar kind of crystallize and caramelize on top. So as soon as this preheats, we'll get this in the oven. I'm making up my brown sugar mixture. I'm going to do not quite a quarter of a cup because I really don't need that much sugar. It's going to be so delicious though with that much sugar. And I'm going to sprinkle some cinnamon and a little bit of nutmeg. Not a lot because nutmeg's overpowering. And give that a little stir. And once the acorn squash comes out of the oven, we will put this on top with some butter. Yum, 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 yum. So I got about 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes. It's been 30 minutes. You can squishy. This one's a little bit bigger, but this one's squishy and, you know, they're fine. You can flip them over. You want them to sit like that. We're going to add some butter. Gonna kind of scoop that butter in there, rub it around, let it get the edges. Oh, I know it just came out of the oven and I'm already touching it. I don't have a lot of filling in my fingertips. I've was a barista for like 10 years. You know, all the baking and touching. I could feel it. It gets hot. But I could touch that stuff and move it around. And yes, I'm switching fingers. Okay. Look, that's probably plenty of butter for one acorn squash. I'm not going to waste the rest of that butter, right? And then we're going to take that cinnamon mixture and just kind of sprinkle it around. Yum, yum, yum. That's why I put a cookie sheet down, so if it burns, it's just going to burn on my cookie sheet. That sugar will crystallize and burn, and you can ruin cookie sheets. This is an older one anyway, but I have had this cookie sheet for like 10 years probably. Like I'm probably not even going to use... Okay, yes, I'm going to just dump the rest of that right there in that that butter. And we are going to put this back in the oven for like 5 to 10 more minutes. Let it caramelize and crystallize and melt. Oh, I can't wait. I was outside playing and not playing. I was outside taking plants down and cutting them down for the year. Oh, yum. Okay. It is bubbly hot. You don't want that butter to leak out anywhere. So once it cools down a little bit, I'm going to put it in a bowl and we will give it a little try. Look at the brown sugar is crystallized on top, and you're going to mix in that butter. Oh, you're just going to leave it right there inside that little bowl itself, and yum. I can't wait to eat this breakfast. I wonder if it's a bad breakfast or a good breakfast. Well, I know it's going to taste good, so to me it's going to be a good breakfast. I'm just going to use a spoon I used to make that up. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that butter, cinnamon, sugar. You just kind of take the inside of that squash and mix it around and get that buttery cinnamon sugar. That looks like a really good bite right there, doesn't it? You don't even really need to chew. It's just like a creamy, like mashed potato-y type thing. And it's almost like a pumpkin pie. I was trying to get my son to try it, but he's like, no. Sometimes he tries things and he likes them. But and you gotta like the texture. It is a little stringy and stuff, but you can kind of mush it up around and stir it around, and oh man, just that brown sugar, cinnamony. Oh, look at that steam. It's like dessert. It's dessert. But I think it's good for you. Maybe not with all that butter and cinnamon sugar, but yum. So that is the end of my fall videos. I know it's December, almost Christmas. I'm going to be doing some, I don't know, like I said, some different things. Lee from Lazarick Homestead sent me some cookie cutters, so I'm going to make some sugar cookies. I've never really made sugar cookies. I roll them out and decorate them and stuff, and there's all kinds of cute little things. So let's see what I can do with those. And I think I'm going to make some Snickers brownies this year. And I don't know. I just haven't decided yet. So we'll see what's going to come next. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.